Hi, this is Marina from Frocks Frolics and I'm going to show you how to do smocking. And I'm going to do it on my Western blouse, and that creates a beautiful little waistline. To do the smocking, you need the elastic and your bobbin case. So all we have to do is mark it. So we again take our pattern piece and I put a pleat into the other blouse, which you've seen in the other videos. And of course I have already cut away my little square so I can see where the pleat had to go. And I can use the same marking now to mark my smocking lines. So all I do is draw a line down here and a line at the top. That's all I need, because then I'm going to go down foot width. You don't need to mark all of them. And then you might want to put the underarm on top of each other. Put a pin into your top mark and check whether it's the same on the other side. And as you can see here, it's not quite there. Oopsie. So what I have to do now is to just mark that again so it's perfect. And then finally I can draw a line with my ruler all the way across. So what I'm going to do first is to wrap the elastic around my bobbin. Try to do it as evenly as possible, of course. And however tight I do this, that will be my smocking. And of course, this time I'm going to leave my threads hanging loose so that I can pull it a little bit more if I want to, if there's need to do that. I think that's probably enough. Now we're going to put the bobbin into the bobbin case. And then we're going to bring up the thread by holding the thread with your left hand, and then we're moving the hand wheel forwards towards ourselves until we can see the little loop, and then I can just bring up that elastic. You also want to reduce your tension to buttonhole foot, so that's right there to the lower end. And now we're going to simply sew along it on my line. Leave your threads hanging so we can check afterwards if it's really good, and if it is, well then it's okay, but if not we can still pull our elastic. Then I go foot width next to that and do my next line. And will I do another one? Coming back on this side. Yeah, I think I go for a few more. Look at that beautiful smocking. That came out really, really nicely. So now I can see here, if that's okay. Look, I can pull it a little bit more if I want to. Lovely. And here as well, let's get this out. That's really good, isn't it? So I could tie these off now or sew these away, actually. That's really nice. I like it that I can pull them a little bit more so that they're even Steven everywhere. So I'm just gonna do a little knot in here. And then you want an embroidery needle with a sharp tip so that you can then pull all those threads away. To be honest, that takes quite a while. Now, everyone that's using the smocking, for example, for a back panel for a dress, which is very popular with girls' fashion actually, what you then would do is do the same, leave those long threads hanging, get that panel to the right sort of tension that you want, and then you simply sew over either sides with stitch length 1.5, and then by the time you've serged those seams and you've top stitched them and all the rest of it, you will find that the smocking threads won't pull out. So that's another way of doing smocking. Here, of course, I did it for my Western blouse, and that sits right in the center of the back, so you couldn't really do that. You can also make this Western blouse with no smocking and no pleat at all, so it's fairly simple as well. It's just a very cash shirt then. But I hope that you've learned something here and that you are not too scared now to go on to smocking. It really is a very nice method to get under your belt, and it's terribly easy. Tension down, wrap that smocking elastic around your bobbin and Bob's your uncle. It will work just fine, and it looks absolutely fantastic. So now you know how to do smocking. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe and like if you enjoyed what you saw. Bye. See you next time.